Huberman versus Rogan. Who's actually healthier? Have you ever wondered who's actually healthier? Dr. Andrew Huberman, the neuroscience guru who seems to live by science, or Joe Rogan, the fitness and biohacking legend who's constantly pushing his body to the limit? Today, we're breaking down their routines, habits, and lifestyles to reveal who really wins the health game. 1. The science versus the experimenter. Let's start with their approaches. Andrew Huberman is a neuroscientist. Every decision he makes about sleep, diet, and exercise is backed by research. He's methodical, tracking everything from his circadian rhythm to his dopamine cycles. Joe Rogan, on the other hand, is the ultimate biohacker. He experiments with different diets, workouts, supplements, and even psychedelic therapy. Rogan's approach is hands-on, trying things himself and then sharing what works. So right away, you see the difference. Huberman is science-driven. Rogan is experience-driven. But which approach leads to better health? Let's dig deeper. 2. Fitness routines, brains versus brawn. Joe Rogan is famous for his intense physical fitness, martial arts, weightlifting, running, swimming, you name it. At 55, his body is proof that consistent exercise transforms health and longevity. Studies show that combining strength training and cardiovascular exercise improves heart health, metabolism, and even brain function. Rogan embodies that. Huberman, while not a professional athlete, also prioritizes movement, but it's strategic. He focuses on exercises that optimize brain function, like morning sunlight exposure combined with moderate cardio to boost cortisol and dopamine. His strength training is consistent but not extreme. Essentially, he moves to maximize both body and mind, rather than purely for muscle. Who's healthier physically? Rogan clearly has a more extreme, high-output body, but Huberman's routine is about sustainability and brain longevity, meaning fewer injuries and longer-term benefits. 3. Sleep. The ultimate reset. Sleep is non-negotiable in the health world. Huberman preaches it like it's a religion. He follows strict wake-up and sleep times, avoids screens before bed, and uses light exposure in the morning to reset his circadian rhythm. This optimizes hormones, energy, and cognitive function. Rogan, despite his impressive physique, has admitted to irregular sleep patterns. He often wakes up at unusual hours for podcasts or EMA training. Inconsistent sleep can hurt hormone balance, cognitive function, and recovery. If health is judged by longevity and mental performance, Huberman has the edge here. Rogan might look fit, but poor sleep can silently sabotage long-term health. Four. Diet. What fuels the machine? Joe Rogan experiments heavily with diet. He's done keto, carnivore, intermittent fasting, and plant-based diets. He listens to his body and adjusts. His meals are high in protein and nutrients, which support muscle mass and energy, but some experiments, like prolonged carnivore diets, can stress cholesterol and gut health. Huberman, on the other hand, is more research-oriented. He eats a high-protein diet, with a focus on timing. He often practices intermittent fasting to improve insulin sensitivity and cognitive clarity. He also prioritizes foods rich in antioxidants for brain health. Both are disciplined, but the difference is Rogan prioritizes performance and aesthetics. Huberman prioritizes long-term physiology and brain function. 5. Mental health and stress management. Here's where Huberman shines. His expertise in neuroscience shows in his practices. Deep breathing, visualization, cold exposure, and structured meditation. He's intentional about stress management, understanding that chronic stress is as harmful as poor diet or lack of exercise. Rogan, while extremely motivated and high energy, admits to using extreme stress as fuel. Fights, podcast deadlines, and adventure sports push his body and mind. He manages stress through movement and humor, but he's less systematic than Huberman. So for mental resilience, Huberman leads. His science-backed routines create a mental foundation that's sustainable over decades. 6. Biohacking and supplements. Joe Rogan is a true biohacking adventurer. His approach is hands-on and experimental. He tries everything from cryotherapy and infrared saunas to nootropics and exotic supplements. For him, health is a laboratory, and his body is the subject. These hacks give him bursts of energy, enhanced recovery, and performance spikes that many dream of. Imagine plunging into freezing water, walking out feeling like a new person, or using a cutting-edge nootropic that sharpens focus instantly. Rogan's lifestyle is full of these moments, but there's a flip side. Constant experimentation carries risks. Some supplements and extreme practices may offer short-term gains, but their long-term effects aren't always fully understood. Andrew Huberman takes a completely different approach. He's selective, disciplined, and evidence-driven. Every supplement he takes has scientific backing. Omega-3s for brain health, magnesium for better sleep and relaxation, creatine not just for muscle but also cognitive performance. He focuses on benefits that are proven and predictable. Huberman's methods are slower, steadier, and safer. In essence, Rogan is the test pilot, pushing the limits to see what works, while Huberman is the scientist, carefully designing his life for sustainable results. Exciting versus reliable, that's the biohacking battle. 7. Longevity. Who's betting on the long game? If we talk about longevity, Huberman's lifestyle is a clear winner. Consistent sleep, moderate exercise, a nutrient-rich diet, and mental health practices all support longer lifespan and cognitive health. He's essentially programming his body to last decades. Rogan, with extreme training and experimentation, may look younger than his age and certainly has strong vitality. But intense workouts, inconsistent sleep, and experimental diets could create long-term risks. He's playing a high-reward game, while Huberman plays a high-safety game. Eight. The gut-brain connection. Huberman emphasizes the gut-brain connection. He knows that what we eat affects not just weight and energy, but also mood, focus, and cognitive function. His intermittent fasting, nutrient timing, and fiber-rich diet optimize gut health. Rogan experiments with fasting and diet hacks. Huberman is intentional. 10. Verdict. So, who wins the ultimate health debate? Physically, Rogan's intensity and dedication give him the edge in strength, cardiovascular fitness, and appearance. Mentally, Huberman's science-backed routines optimize brain health, stress resilience, and cognitive longevity. Longevity and sustainable health, Huberman wins because his practices are designed to protect the body and mind over decades. In short, Rogan is a powerhouse of performance and energy. Huberman is a blueprint for sustainable health and long-term resilience. If you want to look amazing and perform like a machine, Rogan's approach inspires. If you want to live smarter, longer, and protect your brain while feeling good, Huberman's way is the playbook. Like, share, and subscribe for more.